Ed Sheeran says Eminem cured his childhood stutter. So, English singer Ed Sheeran has opened up about the personal impact that Eminem's music had on him growing up, which helped cure his stutter. Appearing as a guest on the Howard Stern show, the Shape of You singer recalled the life-changing moments he was gifted a copy of Eminem's The Marshall Matters album. According to the singer, he developed a speech disorder from a traumatizing incident that haunted him, and it was the rapper's album that helped him find his voice back. He said he began to struggle with his speech after medics once forgot to numb his face while lasering off a birthmark near his eye. His uncle, who first introduced him to rapping then, bought him Eminem's CD when he was 9, and he helped cure his stammer. Ed Sheeran said, and I quote, "One day, they forgot to put the anesthetic on, and ever since then, I had a stutter. I was going through all sorts of speech therapy. When I was 9, my uncle bought me the Marshall Matters LP. He just said to my dad, 'This guy's the next Bob Dylan.' My dad didn't really clock it. He's just like, 'Okay, Edward's going to go and listen to that.' By learning that record and rapping it back to back to back to back, it cured my stutter," end of quote. After propelling to fame with the hit A-Team, Ed formed a friendship with the rapper after first meeting him in 2017, and they have collaborated on 3 songs together. I think it's different with Eminem because he's quite reclusive, doesn't see or meet that many people. I've known him now 6 years and we've done 3 songs together. I've played with him twice on stage. He's another person I really relate to as he lives in his hometown still and has his ecosystem around him, he said. End of quote. Ed added there have been many pinch me moments of his career while recounting one time in 2020 when they performed his 2000 song Stan at Eminem's Rock and Roll Hall induction ceremony. The singer was filming a music video at the time when he was asked if he could perform in the US. Ed Sheeran said, and I quote, "I can't say no, I can't. So I got on a plane straight after my music video, flew there for the song, and then that night flew back. It was really worth it," end of quote.
I think Ed Sheeran is too... He does some gangster things that doesn't fit his look and his voice and his sound. When you hear Ed Sheeran, you hear the song, you don't know it's one guy that has tattoos all over his body. Then to now imagine that he said, oh, he was even listening to Eminem and he can rap Eminem's Marshall Matters album
at such a young
back
age.
to back at that young age. He's gangster, by the way. He's gangster. And if person testify for church with this kind of thing, nah, people will shout praise the Lord now.
Yeah, so.
Because you bring the album, you say, I used to, this was the album I was rapping and now I can no longer.
So it's just so interesting how we term something sin. Because I don't know what is, yes, I think that we'll get to heaven and then we'll be shocked because if something has worked for you and has been like a therapy for you and at the end of the day, somebody is saying it as, oh, because it's rap or something, it could be anything. Like, So I think that because in our head, especially in this part of the world where we feel like a lot of things are sin, we are short-sighted or we are just myopic.
You don't preach
No. I'm thinking that it's because so many things can actually work and because we don't open ourselves for, what's the quotes now? We are not open generally. It does not allow so many things to happen because, you know, the other time, I know that some years ago, I was actually talking about if you so desire the joy of motherhood, you can be open to IVF, be open to so many things that, you know, science has brought to the fore these days. And who has given them the wisdom to bring this to the fore? I would say, God. A lot of people were against me, or some people were against me. They were like, what do you mean? People should, and that is the mentality some people have carried till tomorrow. And that is why some people have even died because they want to give birth like the Hebrew woman. And then they will say, you cannot afford to give birth by yourself. You have to undergo CS, and then you're saying no in our church. They said, so yeah. It could be, and it's a form of therapy. And maybe now that he has mentioned it, some people can now even look at that and start using it to help people who are stammering.
True.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with Honeypot. I mean, if he didn't have that experience, he'd probably still be stuttering today. In fact, he probably wouldn't even be talking about Ed Sheeran because he would not have been in existence. He'd have just been one guy somewhere that stutters when he's talking.
Because how do you sing and make a whole sense out of it when you stutter every now and then? But
then I also will say, in the words of Honeypot, this is why people need to do their job. How are you doing a laser removal of somebody's birthmark? Yes. Because I really do hope he cashed out on the situation, because if I came in for a surgery completely normal, you were supposed to give me anesthetic so that I wouldn't feel what you were doing, then you did that, and then I started stuttering. Oh, more, it's not Nigeria. I hope he cashed out in the whole matter. Maybe use that to start his first
probably they didn't like Wahala.
Yeah, he does seem like who doesn't like Wahala, to be honest, but that's not even Wahala. This is a life, imagine...
situation. Gonna sue.
All right.